Smashbox Primer Water, and then I'm going to go on top of that with my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. For foundation, I'm using this Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous Foundation in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just blending this all over my face with my damp sponge. To brighten up my under eye, I'm taking this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Brightener. For concealer, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW15. And then, as always, I'm using a brush first to blend it all out, and then I'm going to go back on top of it with my damp sponge. Sorry if I still sound like super nasally. I have been sick for like 4 months, and I cannot get over it. So I apologize if my voice is really annoying. To contour, I'm going to be using these Fenty Beauty matchsticks, and I'm going to be using the shade called Amber. To blend out my nose and my lips, I'm using my Artis Oval 3 brush. To blend out the rest of my contour, I'm using my Artis Oval 6 brush. To carve out my nose contour a little bit more, I'm going in with the shade called Linen. Moving on to brows, I'm going to be filling them in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Blonde. And then to fill them in a little bit more, I'm going in with my Too Faced Brow Envy book, and I'm using these two shades right here. To set my brows, I'm using my NYX Blonde Brow Mascara. And then to carve out and kind of clean up my brows, I'm using this Maybelline Brow Precise Perfecting Highlighter in the shade Medium. This is my favorite thing to use for this. To set my under eyes, I'm using my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And then to lightly set the rest of my face, I'm using this La Prairie Cellular Treatment Loose Powder. This is in the shade Translucent 2. For bronzer, I'm using my Too Faced bronzer book, and I'm going to be taking the shade called Bronzed and Poreless. And then, look guys, I switched back to my old favorite bronzer brush. This is the Morphe E3. How I've missed you. For blush, I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution matte blush in the shade Beloved. It's a pinky peach shade, and I thought it would go perfect with this makeup look. And I'm just using my stippling brush to blend in my bronzer and my blush. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this Laura Geller Peach Glow because I wanted an all-over peach look for this makeup tutorial, and this is the perfect shade for this. To get started on the eyes, we're going to be using the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. It smells so good. I love this palette. I'm going to go in with the shade called Peaches and Cream, and I'm just going to fluff that into my crease area with this big fluffy brush. Then with a smaller crease brush, I'm going to go in with the shade called Just Peachy, and I'm placing that directly into my crease and then just blending it in. Now I'm going to be applying this shade right here called Peach Punch. This is my favorite shade in the whole palette, and I started off using a brush, and then I feel like it just was not giving me any color payoff, so I switched to my finger, and I was able to build up the color a lot easier. To deepen up the outer corners, I'm going in with the shade called Just Right. Now I'm going in with the shades called Just Peachy and Peach Punch, and I'm just going to be placing this into my crease just to deepen it up and add some more color in there. To get started on the lower lash line, I'm going in with a small pencil brush in the shade Peach Punch. And then to deepen up my lower lash line, I'm taking the Just Ripe shade again, and I'm focusing most of the product on the outer portion of my eyes and then blending to the inner corner. Hopefully that makes sense. Then just to blend it out and kind of smoke it out a little bit, I'm going in with a shade called Just Peachy, and I'm going right underneath both of those shades. Now I'm going to be curling my eyelashes and adding a little bit of mascara. And for lashes, I'm getting into this cool like lash book that I found at Morphe. It's so handy. And I'm using my Kiss number 11 lashes. And then I went ahead and applied lower lash mascara and like a nude liner in my waterline. And then I also added some loose powder underneath my mascara so that way my mascara wouldn't transfer later. Moving on to lips, I'm going to be using this nude lip liner from NYX. This has slowly become my favorite. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the Sephora brand lipstick in the shade Flamingo. It's like a hot pink, coral pink shade. I don't know, I'm obsessed. It is so beautiful. For some gloss, I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cupcake. And this matches that lipstick perfectly. So if you didn't want to wear the lipstick, you could just wear this on its own because it's super pigmented. Now I'm just brushing off that loose powder from underneath my eyes. And then to set my face, I'm using my MAC Fix Plus spray, and then I'm going in with this Project Beauty setting spray. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.